It was a chilly autumn evening in late October, just as the golden leaves began to blanket the quiet roads of a small rural town in northern Vermont. The Henderson family was driving home from a weekend visit to their grandparents when something on the roadside caught their eye. A small bundle of fur, barely moving, its body trembling against the cold. Stopping the car, Mr. Henderson stepped out and approached cautiously. What he found was a young raccoon, limp and breathing faintly. Its fur was damp, and its tiny ribs moved with labored breaths. The animal seemed no older than a few weeks. Without hesitation, they wrapped the shivering creature in a warm scarf and brought it into the car. The children, Emily and Jack, looked on with wide eyes, their hearts already tethered to the helpless animal in their lap. At home, the Hendersons turned their laundry room into a makeshift nursery. They named the raccoon Maple, inspired by the autumn trees shedding leaves outside their window. Maple was fed small amounts of warm milk through a syringe, and each night, one of the adults stayed awake to monitor its breathing. They placed heated water bottles near the basket to mimic the warmth of a mother's body. Every twitch, every blink from Maple was met with quiet celebration. Over the next few weeks, Maple's recovery was nothing short of miraculous. Her once dull eyes began to sparkle, and her frail limbs strengthened. By early November, she had begun toddling after the children, climbing onto furniture and curling up in their laps during story time. Maple wasn't just recovering, she was thriving. But with her strength came a sobering realization. Raccoons, despite their charm, were wild animals. The family knew that keeping her permanently was not an option. With heavy hearts, they reached out to the local wildlife rehabilitation center. A gentle-voiced woman named Carla visited their home, assessed Maple's condition, and agreed to guide the family through her rewilding process. For the next month, the family followed a strict plan, gradually reducing human contact while encouraging Maple to explore more natural food and behaviors. They built a safe outdoor enclosure where she could climb trees and learn to forage. Watching her from the kitchen window became part of their daily ritual. Then came the day, December 3rd. The sky was pale, the air still. The family drove Maple to the edge of the nearby woods, a protected area where she'd have the best chance at a free and safe life. As they opened the carrier, Maple hesitated. She sniffed the air, turned back briefly to look at them, and then, with one final glance, disappeared into the underbrush. The silence that followed was deep and emotional. Jack held Emily's hand tightly. Mrs. Henderson wiped away a tear. They had saved a life, nurtured it back from the brink, and now had to let it go. Back at home, the house felt quieter. But on the mantel sat a photo of Maple curled up in Jack's arms, a reminder not of loss, but of love. The family didn't just rescue a raccoon that autumn. They discovered the quiet strength of compassion and the bittersweet beauty of letting go.